Hi there, Trojan.
Welcome to the first Trojan Wine Society video, part of the original video series that I'm doing here at Wine of the Month Club. And very excited because Dad's here, the founder of the original Wine of the Month Club. And not so excited that I have a football helmet here signed by, sorry Dad, Paul Hackett.
And don't forget, I'm a Trojan. I'm the original Trojan in the Kalemkiarian family.
You
there
are.
are 9 of them now.
I'm a Trojan, you're a Trojan, Mom's a Bruin, my wife's a Trojan, my kids are Trojans. Let's see, your brother's a Trojan, your brother's kids are Trojan.
And leave the Bruins out of it, please.
I know, well, you know, this house divided, but
yeah.
Anyway, this is Paul Kalemkiarian Sr., and I am not Junior, and we want to discuss a little bit about the beginning, how you got here, USC giving you a job, and how you started Wine of the Month Club, really from coming here from Cairo, really.
That's right. Well, my parents sent me to SC to do graduate work from Cairo, Egypt. I was an undergraduate at University of Cairo, but at SC you can't get a graduate degree unless you also finish your senior year and have an American degree, because my credentials were not accredited from the University of Cairo.
UFC, as we call it.
Yeah. So did my senior year, graduated in 1950, and then did my master's and graduated in 52. And my specialty was herbs, pharmaceutical plants, and therefore that slowly led me into vines.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
Right.
But you know,
you're not going to buy that.
One of the things my sister went to Princeton, my brother went to Long Beach State, and you said you're going to the SC.
Right.
Why did you make me go to SC? Not make me. I wanted to, of course. But.
First of all, I wanted you at home.
Yeah.
Number one, I didn't want to send you off somewhere. And secondly, I felt an obligation to SC. SC was very good to me. The dean of the School of Pharmacy was a second father to me. He was such a wonderful man, Alva G. Hall. I owe a lot to SC, and I appreciated the opportunity that my son and the grandchildren and my brother all became Trojans at their time.
But they gave you a job or something, right?
Well, very importantly, I consider myself the founder of the pharmacy that is operating now on campus.
Right.
We used to call it the dispensary, the university dispensary, and it was in the Science Hall building right behind the pharmacy front office. And I was the one that started that and operated it for 2 years. When an opportunity came to go into my own drugstore, owning my own drugstore, I started one in Inglewood after that. But I enjoyed the teaching of the intern students that I had in the university dispensary, which is now, I think, called the University Pharmacy.
But when you were sitting, you said you were sitting waiting for a meeting where the dean to come out and tell you where they got a job. Was that job, or was that a teaching job?
No, it was that job. This is what happened. After I graduated from my master's, I got the title of lecturer, and I stayed on as a lecturer, which is the lowest rank of the teachers. And the dean, we were having difficulty placing some of the students for their internship. You have to have 1,800 hours to become a pharmacy licensed, and many of the students could not find jobs outside. So the dean said, "Hey, let's open a university pharmacy. The students can buy their prescriptions there. The employees can at good prices, and we can have a whole bunch of students doing their internship." I had 18 students doing their internship in the pharmacy. But he was advertising in the LA Times for a pharmacist who to run this dispensary, and I see this ad, and I said, and it was paying regular pharmacist wages, and I was working as a lecturer at about 2/3 of that. So I went into the dean's office and said, "Dean, are you sure this is true? That this is the your advertising?" He says, "Why? Do you want the job?" I said, "Oh my Lord, I sure do." He says, "You got it," just like that. So I ran.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, I ran the pharmacy dispensary for 2 years.
So when Sarah and my daughter Lisa go to get pharmaceuticals on campus, that's your store.
That's my store. In fact, we're going to send them some of the archives, Paul, the old pictures we had, because we had a big celebration opening that store. It was a nice little store.
Well, you'll know that this month's newsletter for the Trojan Wine Society has that picture in it.
Oh, really?
It's a small inset, so it's got the picture of you and that gal doing it. So now you got your job at USC, and you started to run a pharmacy. You started a small chain. The small chain ended up with a couple stores in Palos Verdes.
Right.
And once you were getting ready to buy the last store in the same center that you were at, and along came what?
A liquor store was for sale that was owned by the same pharmacist that owned the store that I was going to buy. So we bought the liquor store, converted it into a fine wine shop, and in that store we developed the concept of Wine of the Month Club, which has been going since 1972, right? And all of a sudden, Paul Jr. has the great concept of saying, hey, let's have a Trojan Wine Club.
Oh,
that's not very good.
I want to show this picture.
Yeah.
Because the reason I want to show it, hold that up, is because he's wearing his pharmacist smock here because he had to go from the pharmacy, which was over here, and talk to customers about wines. And so he decided to have this picture taken, and I was, of course, very excited about that, in front of the first Wine of the Month Club display, which now, of course, is the founding part of the Trojan Wine Society.
That's right. That's right. What is 37 years later, with the Trojan Wine Society is part of the Wine of the Month Club program.
And very proud of that. And there'll be more videos coming your way for the Trojan Wine Society. But I wanted to give you a little history about that. And, you know, we thank the opportunity for having you in here, Dan.
Thank you. I appreciate that, especially these wonderful shirts.
Well, you don't get to keep it.
Oh, I don't get to keep it?
Let's go get lunch.
Yes.
All right.